Okay, hi guys. Welcome to Control Systems N6, and today we will be going through our body plot diagram. So yeah, but before, please make sure you subscribe to my channel. You can just go to YouTube there, just search my name, Jacob Koketsukomati, search it and you will see my profile. Just click subscribe, then you can open my profile, and if you want to make your browsing easier, just click playlist, then you will see exactly what you want. You will see this. If you want calculus, it's there. Mathematics. So obviously I will also have Control Systems N6 there, so you just go click there. This is my first video on Control Systems, but in the future I'll just have other videos. Okay, let's get started. Today I want us to talk about body plot. So this is more like exam preparation, so don't just come here to study. So make sure you study on your own, then you can come back and watch the video. Alright, so first let me introduce the body plot. So I have so guys, with body plot, remember you can get, don't worry, in the future I will try to use background and yeah, so that I can use a white pen. It will be more clearer, but for now, yeah, let's just get used to what we have here. Okay, so with your body plot, remember body plot, you can have a plot for gain and frequency, and you can also have for phase and frequency. So usually when you write, your x-axis is always frequency. So this side they can give you gain in decibels. Then if they plot two of them in one graph, you can have gain in decibels and you can have phase in degrees this side. See that? Then you will have some graphs there, your phase, your gain versus frequency, maybe also your phase versus frequency. So you can have a plot like this with two plots on same axis. Sometimes you can have just gain and frequency and phase and frequency. You see, something like this. So it depends on how the graph, but this is the same thing exactly. It's just that these other two graphs, they separated them into separate graphs. Yeah, two graphs. Okay, let's go to how do I get to next page? Okay, I'm gonna remove this. Okay, I'm looking for next page. Do I just scroll down? I think so. Okay, so guys, type of questions you can have. Type of questions. So you can have question where they give you the plots and ask to answer questions where they ask for body, for gain, the crossover gain frequencies, crossover phase frequencies. Or you can have a graph where they, a question where they give you a formula or an equation, a formula or equation, and they ask you to do a table out of this formula, and they can also ask you to draw the plot from the formula or from the formula, and both these questions have 10 marks. So they can ask you only one type of this, you see. So today we are doing this one. Then my second video will be the other one where you are given the graph. That one is easier, so because you just have to know where to find what. So today we are doing this one where you are given the formula, and we are doing it from a question paper. I hope it will be clear to everyone. Okay, let's get going. So we have this paper, and I'm also trying to keep my videos as short as possible. Okay, I think the easy way, when I open okay, so this is the paper we will be going through, the 2020 November final exam. I checked all the 2021s and the 2022 I have. We don't have a question like this, so that I went back to 2020. So here we are going to question 3. This is question 3 there. Let me zoom in. So in this question we are asked to they gave you the transfer function of an open loop control system, and another thing you should know, your Bode plot is plotted from open loop parameters only. So with Bode plot it's always open loop. It's only in Nicole's chart that it's both open loop and closed loop. In Bode plot it's always open loop. So you are given a graph GS HS, it's 75 over s squared plus 15s. Now the first question for 6 marks, they want you to redraw this table and fill the missing values. So if we check, we have a missing value there under 14. Let me use a highlighter to show you. I think the yellow color. We have a missing value here, we have a missing value here, we have a missing value here. It's 6 marks. I don't know, I think for the face it will be 1 mark, because for gain it might be 2 marks, because we have to convert gain into decibels, you see. So this is the question I want us to do. But with this question, my advice is, first check with one question first. Check with the first, with frequency where you have both gain and decrease. Confirm your answer. Just calculate first this and confirm your answer before you can do this ones you don't have. Yeah. And another thing, when you see this question, the first thing you're going to do is this one. When you're given a graph and they want you to fill the table, what you have to know is that I'm going to change where there is S, I'm going to substitute JW. It's in your book, they explain this. If you don't understand why, go to your theory in your book and check why they do that. Remember, this is exam preparations, otherwise this video will be 3 hours. So you're going everywhere there is S, you're going to substitute JW. Then remember, your J is just a complex number, your J from the calculator. Your W is these frequencies. So which means after substituting JW, now you are going to solve for this GS HS by substituting first frequency of 0,1, secondly frequency of 0,2. Then when you substitute 0,1, you get gain, then you get phase. You do that for all these frequencies. So sometimes when you write, they can just give you a table. They can just give you equation like this and ask you to after giving you the equation and ask you to draw a table with frequencies, maybe frequency 1, 2, 10, 20, only that, and they want you to get the gain and phase for all these frequencies. This one, it's quite eye-opening because you're already given values. So you can just calculate and confirm if you didn't make mistake with the answers you already have. But sometimes they can give you only frequencies and you have to do these answers. Okay, then after that, draw the body plot for this system. Drawing body plot is you'll have a graph paper with all the values. Then you'll have gain, phase. Remember, this is frequency. So you just check, for example, when frequency is 0.1, your gain is 34. You check 0.1, 34, you plot. 0.4, 22, you plot, then you combine them. Your phase, the same thing. When this is 0.1, your phase maybe it's minus 91, minus 92, minus 108. You check, then you plot. You see. But we will try to draw after this this thing. So let me just okay, I will try to draw after doing the table if we still have time. Okay, so first let me erase this. Is this what I do? Okay, first let me erase this, and I want to copy this table to a new page. Okay, it's fine, I can just copy it like this. Let me do this quick. Sorry guys, in fact let me pause so that I don't take too much time. Okay guys, so I have it here now. So first let me write our question. We have GS HS equals to 75 over, and guys, for this question you have to make sure you practiced or you still remember your complex numbers, so make sure. Okay, let's get going. Let's get going. So remember, I said first step you're going to replace S with JW for this question. So I'll have GJW. You see, everywhere there's S, I'm putting JW. Then I have 75 over JW squared plus 15 JW. So I'm simplifying this. I know J's here, JW all squared, I'll have J squared W squared. J squared is the same as minus 1, so I'll have minus 1 W squared. Then here I'll have, I can start this with J because complex numbers, you know, you start with J. You see? So now let's draw up our table. I don't even have to draw it up. Let's check. The first value on the table, they said when W is 0,1. Let me do it this side. I will do it once here with, because if you have that silver calculator, it makes your calculation easy. You just change that calculator to complex numbers. But if you have the blue calculator, then it's something else. Okay, so what you're going to do, you're going to substitute this from 0,1 until 100. But for us we are only substituting 0,1 just to confirm if we are getting these answers. Then we will substitute 1 to calculate this value, substitute 5 to calculate this value, 9 this value, 100 this value. You see? So let's start with 0,1. I'll have 75 over minus 0,1 squared plus J15 0,1. Remember, 0,1 is frequency, so you only substitute it where you have W. Okay, now if I substitute this in my calculator, let me see what do I have. Okay guys, if I do 0,1 squared, I have let me scroll down. I have 75 over minus 0,01. 0,1 times 15, I have J 1,5. Remember, in complex numbers, if for division I must have polar, I must do this, the bottom one into polar. So if I convert the bottom one into polar, I must press pol, which is shift pol. My real number is negative 0,01. Then I must press comma there, okay, comma 1,5, positive 1,5. Do you see? Now I have 75 over what, 1,5 and what, and 90.38. So I have 1,5 and 90.38. Now to divide this, I must say 75 divided by 1,5. 75 divided by 1,5. I'm getting 50. So I have 50. The angle I'm taking it to the top will be negative 8. So now guys, if you check now, the angle minus 90, it's there. It's just that here they got minus 91. They rounded it off. But the 50 for gain is not the same as 34. The why? Because this gain is not in decibels. Now you must take this and say, how do we convert to decibels? It's 20 log 50. 20 log of that answer. If you say 20 log 50 in our calculator, you will see 20 log 50. You'll notice we get 34. Do you see 33.9? 34 decibels. You see, that's how you do it. But guys, if you have, let me show you how we get this straight answer from the silver calculator. So if you write, just try to get that silver calculator. So first you are going to, let me put it here. First I'm going to change my settings into complex number, which is number 2. I'm going to substitute 75 over, remember we had negative 0,1 squared plus 15j. J is there where there's eng, 0,1. Check my answer. This is my answer, but it's in rectangular. It has I must make it 2 polar forms. I'm pressing shift number 2. Do you see at number 2 there's complex? Then I want it to be in this form. I'm pressing number 3 and notice my answer, 49.999. that's 50 angle minus 90.38. you see, then the only thing I convert is 20 log 50. I get 34. So let's do for the second part when w is 1. So I'm going to have 75 minus 1 squared plus j15 times 1. So let's check. I have, how do I edit this? I know people, they usually edit things. Okay, let's just get started. 75 over minus, every time you substitute w, put a bracket so that you don't make mistakes with signs. 15j times 1. You see my answer, rectangular form. I'm pressing shift 2 then 3. Then I'm getting 4,99, which is 5. So I'm getting, when w is 1, I'm getting gain, I'm getting 5 angle. Let's go back. 5 angle minus 93.8. So I will say minus 94. So which means my answer here, it's minus 94 degrees. But why here I have 5 but here I have 14? How do we change that? Because this is not decibels, we must say 20 log 5. Let's see if it gives us 14. So 20 log 5, you notice it's 14. Do you see? You do the same when w it's 5. Now we calculate gain. When w it's 5, let me do it here. Let's substitute. I have 75 over minus 5 squared plus 15I times 5. See, now I must convert this to that, so I have, I hope I didn't pause here because wow. Oh. You see my angle, I have the answer, it's 0.94 949 angle minus 108. 949 angle minus 108. You see 108, it's already there, it's correct. Now let's change this 0.949 to decibels to get the degrees. So I'm changing that to decibels. 20 log 0.949. See, I'm getting negative 0.5. I can say 0.5 or negative 1 since, but let's just say 0.5. Negative 0.5. When W is 9, same thing. Let's substitute 9 and see the if the decibels is minus 6. When W is 9, I have 75 over minus 9 squared plus 15 I times 9. You see, let's convert this to polar. I have negative 0.476 angle minus 121. Negative 0.476 minus 121. You see, minus 121 is what we needed. The negative 0.476, we can just put it in the calculator to confirm it if it's exactly minus 6 decibels. So let's say 20 log of negative 0.476, and we get, oh, that this was not negative, it was positive. Sorry, positive. I hope you remember, or I hope you noticed that before me. So we get minus 6, you see. Then we do 400, last one, which is 100. We have 75 over minus 100 squared plus 15I times 100. Remember, where there is W, you substitute these values. So I'm converting this quick to this. I have 7,4 what? I have 7,42 or 417, and angle it's exactly minus 171. I hope you saw it, which we have. Now I must change this. See, the angle is correct. Now I must change this decibels to, I mean this gain to decibels. So I must press 20 log 7,417, and I'm getting 17 decibels. This is the one they wanted here, just like that, guys. So if you have this calculations are easier. Then plotting shouldn't be a problem, guys. Let me just get a, let me see if I can just get the graph paper quick, and I'll show you how we can plot. Okay, guys, with plotting, I'll make it easy for you. I don't want to confuse you. Remember, the 3-circle semi-logarithmic graph is this graph like this. You have like lines. Just check past papers, you will see it's something like this. I'll open one paper, you will see. So you will have a graph paper with values, because they can't have you put in your own values, because it means your graphs will be different. So this side they will give you gain, this side will give you phase. Then here at the bottom it's frequency. So they can say this line is 0, this line is 1, this line is 10, this line is 100 usually. Then inside here you have other lines, many small lines. So you just divide this. If this is 1, it means inside you have 0, 0, 2, 3 until 1. Then if this is 1, this is 10, it means others it's 1, 2, 3, 4 until 10. If this is 10, this is 100, it means it's 10, 20, 30 until that. Then here you will also have other lines, the horizontal. Your gain, if you remember the maximum gain we had, let's check. We had gain of 34 until minus 31. You see, so you can have all those gains however you want. You can have 34 there, you can reduce to 30, you can make 5, 5, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Even this side, minus 5, minus 6. I'm not gonna do all of them. Then for face also, they can start this at minus 90, because I think the smallest face value we had was minus 91. They can start this at minus 90, maybe minus 120. They'll give you these numbers, don't worry. Then minus 180, minus 210, that. Now when we plot, for example, let's start with our first face value. Our first gain, when gain is 34, frequency is 0,1, face is minus 91. So 0,1 and 34. So remember this is 1, 0,1 is somewhere here, maybe 0,1, 0,2, 3, 4, 5 until 10. So you go to 0,1 and 34. You go also to 0,1 and minus 91, maybe somewhere there, because this is minus 90. Then when gain is 0,4, you have, when frequency is 0,4, you have 22, and when it's 1, you have 14. Let me do 2 of them. 0,4, maybe somewhere there I have 22. When it's exactly 1, I have 14. Let's check the face values. The face values minus 92 and minus 94. Same frequency. Minus 92, minus 94. You see, after that, guys, you just plot, you just combine these values, all of them. You will have other values, you just combine them. You are done. That's why it's 4 marks. You are done. Just like that. You just have to also name your graphs. This is gain, face frequency. This is face and frequency. You see, plotting is easy. The only tricky thing was filling the graph, the table. Yeah, guys, I hope this was clear and helpful. So yeah, I'll see you when we answer from the plot. When we answer those questions they can ask you, it's very easy if you're given the plot. Yeah, thank you. I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.